Hello, I am Amanda, and today I'm gonna talk about why males invest more in some contests. But first, we need to know what it means to invest more in a contest. So here we have two males of Paraphytimoidophronius. The contest of this moth species can be shorter or it can be longer. And the duration of a contest is a measure of males' investment in a contest. Higher the duration of contests, higher the males are invested at contests. But in addition to duration of contests, adopting more aggressive behaviors is also a measure of males' investment in contests. So here we have two male bears that are fighting. They are screaming for each other. It's a first stage of the bears' contest. And they can adopt more aggressive behavior, biting each other, or trying to take the rival down. But males usually fight for females and females are not equal. Females vary in quality. They can be virgin or they can be mated, for example. And in species that have first male sperm precedence, it's expected that males invest more in contests for access to virgin than mated females. But in addition to female reproductive status, female spatial distribution can affect female value. So here we have a male, a predator, and a female. To reach that female, the male needs to pass through the way and come across predators. If he can pass the predators and find the female, maybe that female doesn't want to mate with him, and he will need to get back to the way, find another predator, and maybe he will die. He won't be so lucky at this time, for example, and he will never reach another female. But if females are aggregated, if he finds a female that doesn't want to mate with him, he just needs to move to another female without paying the search costs. To understand how female reproductive status and how female spatial distribution affect male investment in contests, we use Trichonephila clavipes as a model species. Adult males left their own web to search for females. In this search, he will come across predators. If he were lucky, if he finally arrives at female web, he can come across other males there. So they will fight for central position. Males in central position have a higher chance of mating and inseminate females. Pretend that these males are fighting. The loser male has the option to stay in the web in peripheral position, or he can leave the web and search for other females. But he will need to traverse the vegetation again, where the predation risk is high. In fact, only 12 per 100 of Trichonephila clavipes male reach females. But if the contests occur in an aggregation, the loser male will just need to move to another female in the same aggregation without paying the search costs. Here we hypothesize that males of Trichonephila clavipes are more likely to engage in contests and invest more in contests for access to virgin than mated females, and when the cost of finding a new female is higher. To evaluate this hypothesis, I went to the field and I searched female webs with at least two males. To estimate female reproductive status, I look at the epigenome and characteristics of web of these females. Juvenile females have swollen epigenome. Penultimate females that are males in their last moulting have webs without spirals, and adult females have sclerotized epigenome. Juvenile and penultimate females were considered virgin because they are not able to mate and more valuable to males. And adult females were considered mated because a study shows that all females mated up to 48 hours after their last moulting. And also, we only observed 11 per 100 female webs without males there. So these females are less valuable to To estimate male access to females, we considered isolated webs as higher cost to males. Isolated webs were at least 1 meter distance from other web, and aggregated webs has low cost to males. We induced male-male contests to put in a grasshopper in the web, and we observed the webs during 30 minutes. And what we found? In the x-axis we have female life stage, juvenile, penultimate, and adult. We have proportion of occurrence of contests, log duration of contests, and proportion of escalation. For duration of contest escalation, we don't have penultimate females because we observed only 2 contests. Proportion of occurrence of contests was not related to female life stage. Duration of contest was not related to female life stage too, but proportion of escalation was higher for adult than juvenile females, which were contrary to what we expected. And maybe the biology of these species can explain these results. Males of Trichonephila clavipes can inseminate only 2 females during their lifespan. If a male mated with her and left the web, and another male copulated with her, the first male will lose reproductive success for the second male. So we argue that males are just investing contests for previously fertilized females. And because males can inseminate only 2 females during their lifespan, their reproductive success should increase a lot only when he mates with 2 virgin females, which is highly improbable to occur. But you may ask me, why males not invest more in contests for access to virgin females? Maybe this contest is highly cost for males because these females are not sexually mature and males can suffer injuries during these contests, which can prevent him to invest more in contests for access to females when they are sexually mature. Talking about male facility of access to females. So here in the x-axis we have female spatial distribution, proportion of occurrence of contests, log duration of contests, and proportion of escalation. So proportion of occurrence of a contest was not related to female spatial distribution. Log duration of a contest was not related to female distribution too. And proportion of escalation was higher when females were aggregated than they were isolated. This is again contrary to what we expected. And how do we explain this? Males are more prone to invest in fights for females when the search cost is low. So what's happening here? We believe that when females move through the web, they can generate vibrations in other connected webs, and these vibrations could attract males from other webs, increasing the competition between males for females. Although we didn't find what we expected, these results are very interesting because some females can be more valuable to males, but under natural conditions, this preference may not be sustained because males pay costs under natural conditions, which is challenging to simulate under controlled conditions. So the message I want you to keep in your heart from these presentations are: first, males of Trichonephila clubs increase their investment in contests for adult mated and easier to find females. Paternity assurance and male competition during mating opportunity events may determine male investment in contests. And finally, because search costs are challenging to simulate under laboratory conditions, studies like ours under natural conditions may be a suitable option for understanding how the cost of finding mate partners affects male investment in contests. I want to thank you for watching this. If you have any doubts, don't hesitate to contact me or my laboratory. Thank you.